So we're going to start the podcast. Hopefully I'm recording on the right track. I think I am. We're starting the podcast. Everything has to go. Episode 26.
That's right.
Shit.
6 months, dude.
Yeah,
And it's half a year's worth.
Damn.
We did it. I'm Bennett. Burgundy Stallion, White Oak as we go. Here's the fun new one. I said I'd have it. Strawberry McThickens.
Ooh, that's in the ginger McThickens? I don't know.
Well, what was it?
I thought Jable said it was ginger McThickens.
Oh, I thought we
Either
went with
one,
strawberry
I don't know.
McThickens,
Yeah,
which is pretty good.
Those are both good, yeah.
But, yeah, we'll keep going around.
Thor, Dirt Daddy T, I am the dire wook.
He is.
There was no enthusiasm in that, man. I am the dire wook.
It's just going in the background.
Who's Terry Gross's other person? That's what you sound like her, Terry Gross.
I don't know who we're talking about.
I can't say that off the top of my head.
NPR.
Oh,
Terry.
Barbara Klein.
Yeah,
Barbara
yeah, yeah.
Klein with these headlines. My girl.
My girl. Oh, shit.
Rowdy Row, Tennessee Cypress. Currently logging off our dumb trucking app right now.
Also known as Vanilla McThickens.
I'll take it.
We were laughing so hard at that the other day.
I guess with Sean, we could be a Neapolitan
Yeah,
McThicken shake.
Neapolitan McThickens.
Yeah.
Sean, aka Jonathan, aka Tracy Seltzer, aka Rich Mahogany. I feel like I'm forgetting one. That'll be good for today.
The leg hole man.
Oh yes, I am the leg bolt man.
So he says.
I'm Slick Nick, a.k.a. Quick Nick, a.k.a. Eastern Red Cedar, a.k.a. the Beast from the East.
All right.
And we got Kyle, the drywall assassin, a.k.a. Mirror Master, a.k.a. Fredward Coleslaw, who now has a SoundCloud and a Bandcamp. If you enjoy any of the dumb sounds that are at the beginning or end, actually, speaking of which, I need to get the intro and outro songs cut up and put those on there as well. But there's a SoundCloud and a Bandcamp for Fredward Coleslaw that has all the songs on them.
Check the link in the description.
Anybody who wants to go download those and listen to them on your free time for whatever stupid reason you would do that, go ahead.
We'll get those links up. It's good stuff. All right, I don't know what we're talking about today on the podcast. Kyle was talking about tables, maybe, and I do have a picture to like kind of lead that off with because we loaded these pods. I don't think we talked about it on the last podcast. I'm trying to remember what day it was, but we loaded these. Actually, there were trucks from storage units, from 6 storage units. We loaded them, and one of the tables is this 9-foot long table with like the claw feet on it, like that curve. And she's like, the last mover stacked a bunch of stuff on it and the legs broke. It's like, well, yeah, you have to stack stuff on that table because it doesn't fit anywhere. So what did we do? We packed 9 feet of the truck and left like 3 feet towards the ceiling, flipped that bitch upside down, slid it all the way up, and it worked pretty well. And then we loaded the table up with like Civil War guns and stuff. That dude had a bunch of sweet old weapons like bayonets and guns.
Yeah,
And we, on one side was a 9-foot table, and on the other side was a 9-foot kayak, and just filled those with like shelf things. And we were talking about it when we loaded that storage unit not too long ago, just laughing at it, like, it's gonna suck to unload, and we don't have to do it. But it was pretty late.
Until you do have to do it.
Until we do have to do it, that's true. We have to go back out there and load one more of those pods into the truck too.
Yeah, we double stacked some plastic shelving today, so it's like a good 12, 15 feet high. You have to get up on a ladder to get all the shit out of there that we put in there.
Yeah,
It's gonna be us.
it's gonna be you
It's probably
specifically.
gonna be me. Yeah, that was my idea.
If we all sucked a little more, we wouldn't get as much business.
It's true.
But we're all really good.
Fortunately,
It's
good
a
at our
curse.
jobs.
Yeah, it is a curse. Doing too well.
Did you title last week's podcast The Podcast?
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, someone had to go fill up those pods, or was that what you were just talking about for the really shitty people that move houses every 6 months?
Oh,
I know,
that was
They're not
me.
shitty people. But
And Kyle.
And me and Rao.
Oh, that was a couple days ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Lean and Derek, right?
Yeah, I'll let
Yeah.
Drywall Assassin take that one. But yeah, we've done a lot of moves for them, and they're
I've done 3.
They're not ultimate cucks, but they're up there. And
Yeah.
any of the housing flippers, you're getting into some Old Town shenanigans.
Bunch of assholes.
Yeah, they were just shitty about a bunch of stuff too. Like they didn't even show us like 2 of the rooms on the walkthrough, and then of course on the schedule it said there was going to be 4 pods, and there was only 2 there. And they were like, "It'll probably fit in those, right?" No
way.
We told you
Absolutely no chance that that's going to happen. Well, because the other thing was they wanted their fucking leather couches in there like floor loaded. They didn't want anything on top of the leather because it'll indent it or whatever. It's like, so that's going to take up like a full fucking pod to itself then.
Yeah, your 8-foot leather
Like,
sofa
yeah.
side by side is going to
Exactly.
take up, 80% of that pod.
Plus your 12-foot by 8-foot sectional that was also leather. Like there's, 0% chance that would have been possible
Yeah.
either way. But
Me and Nick drove by you guys. We
did.
had to
Oh,
kill
yeah.
a couple minutes, and we saw you guys, and
did
we
you
were
go
like,
by at like 80,000 miles an hour? Because everyone was fucking speeding down that road so bad that we thought we were going to get run over and killed every 5 seconds.
that was like a sight. Wasn't that like Laurel?
Yeah, I know. That's why the whole time we just kept being like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody driving through here? Like some dude was like drifting around the corner in the rain and shit. So it's like, what the fuck, man? We're in the
Fucking
middle of a fucking like residential neighborhood doing that shit. You gotta be kidding me right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Fredward got any photos. That took like one of the wrap that they had done themselves on the furniture. I don't think it's going to do anything, but
No.
they at least made an attempt.
Those chairs definitely got soaked in the rain too, but whatever. They'll figure that out eventually.
Plastic wrap all of them.
Yeah. Well, no, those they just had bags over the top, but there was like holes in them everywhere for some reason. Like I don't know.
Oh.
But I did not get any pictures of that sort of stuff, but I did get that one I was showing Bennett earlier, that little like built-in or I guess 2 or 3 technically. But yeah, the little like built-in dresser thing that had the little like fold-out shelf that only opened like a quarter of the way, so you could fit like a piece of paper or a shoe in there or something.
You
It was
could have
just
fit, like,
fucking
4 magazines in
I
there.
don't know. Yeah. It's what is the point of that? And then, yeah, they were the ones, too, that also had that, the shower in the master was the one with the, like, brass fittings on it.
Mm.
There was, like, a 2-inch gap between the 2 glass plates, so it's like, so all the water just goes out then. Like, what the fuck is the purpose of that? There's just a giant gap in between. It doesn't even seal.
Those custom showers, man. I don't understand them.
Some people. and they're
People love the
stupid
stone on the
things.
ground and the glass doors, and it's always just the dumbest design possible. Put rubber around it to or not insulate, but like prevent leakage and stuff. Come on.
I remember that one that like the basement looked like a dojo we were at not too long ago.
Oh, I
and
think
it had like a walk-in shower, but there was no seal where the stone met
Oh,
like the
yeah.
wood floor. And there was also like a tub spigot in this giant 2-person like group shower, for lack of a better term. And yeah, it made no sense.
I think I mentioned it before, but you did a much better job of describing
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was going to say. I think that got brought up, but that was definitely a clearer picture.
Yeah. That shit's dumb.
Because I think that was the one that spurred me to talk about the dumb washer dryers in the closets that are like, there's 2 inches of laminate floor and then a bunch of carpet. It's like, God damn,
Yeah.
that's stupid. But anyway, rehashing shit.
Yeah. I mean, we see all the same shit
That's very true.
all the time. It's hard to tell when we do
Time
something
is a
new.
flat circle, and so is moving.
I don't even know what I did this week.
I know.
See, that was what was throwing me off too, because it was you and me on Tuesday doing some dumb shit too.
What did we do?
And I don't.
Wasn't that when you guys went to Denver and didn't know
Yeah,
I was going to
that
Denver?
was this
that
week?
one.
Damn,
Yeah, that was
okay.
this one. Yeah. Sure was.
Okay, I guess that wasn't like too terrible, but
Which is again, of course, what I got to do again today. Which it was nice. They had like the freight elevator for us, so we ended up knocking it out in like 3 loads on the elevator, which wasn't too bad. But yeah, it was real funny. So we moved for an old coworker of ours too, and like his wife and her friend or something. I was telling them when we got back. Well, I guess it was essentially on both ends, because the first thing when we got there to start loading up, they were like, "Hey, you guys want Bloody Marys?" We're like,
yeah.
"No."
You want to fill out this release
I can
liability
make-
form?
Yeah, like, well, I can make you a virgin one. It's like, yeah, it's just
Tomato
juice.
juice.
No
Tabasco.
thanks. I'm all right
Spicy
on that.
tomato juice.
Like, and then we got to the unload, and I almost left my keys there because they needed my bottle opener. Because they had like champagne bottles that they were like, yeah, now we got the new apartment. Let's all have champagne down here. And we're just like, still have to drive back to Fort Collins, lady. I'm not slamming drinks with you all day.
Row, you being all crinkly over there?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
it happens.
I
I had to do the same thing earlier too.
Yeah.
I just stuck it to my hand and was walking around with it. So I don't know.
The nervous reaction where you have to peel off labels.
No, this is more so if you recycle any of your craft beers, like stuff that rips off. I know Rich likes the Trues a lot. Pay attention to your craft beer 6-packs you buy, because a lot of this stuff isn't recyclable. So you peel it off or rip it off, and then you throw it in recycle.
That's what you're supposed to do. I buy
Environment.
like iced coffee things from King Super. Sometimes I'll buy those just as a quick thing in the morning. And there's like a little perforated tab on the side that you have to peel up to peel off the label because it says it makes it better for recycling. And then the trash guys pick it up and throw it all in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a whole different rant, but recycling is a big crock of shit made by the petroleum industry, believe it or not, to make it sound like they're doing stuff for the environment.
Hell yeah, I'm into conspiracies. Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's just start talking random shit.
I'd say less than 10% of stuff you recycle actually gets recycled.
I believe it.
Yep.
They pick and choose. There's different plastics too. I'm no plastic expert, but you have like your plastic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. And they get broken down in different ways. But the big push for recycling is actually the petroleum industry saying that like, oh, we're doing our job, we're doing fine for
Oh, yeah.
recycling. They make it take like 1 out of every 10 objects out of recycling. The rest gets thrown back into the garbage.
Yeah, they change all the time. I know what you're talking about with the numbers on what you're supposed to recycle, depending on like the place and the company and stuff. Like you're only supposed to recycle certain kinds of plastic. There was one time I was working at Einstein Bagels, and this dad and his son came in, and he refused to drink out of the plastic water cup because it had the wrong recycle number on it, and allegedly that plastic was real bad for you.
Jesus.
And I was like, all right, do you want one of these paper cups coated in wax? And he's like, yeah, that'll work. I know the words, this cup coated in wax, came out of my mouth, and he said it was okay.
Fine, just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to take at least the peeling off. I could have done that off air to where I'm not making noise talking, but yeah.
Someday we'll have nice microphones.
I haven't lived somewhere with an actual recycling option for like 6 years.
They don't do that at your apartments?
There's like there are 2 cans, but like I don't know. It's not like the big recycling dumpsters. They're just like regular people dumpsters for a entire apartment building.
Yeah.
And so no, I'm not gonna
There's
do
like
that.
2 regular trash can sized ones
Yeah.
hidden behind the dumpsters. So
Oh.
most people
Oh,
probably don't
And
even know.
that's a recent addition as well.
You have the big dumpster and then 2 little
Yeah,
trash
Like
cans?
home-sized
There's 2 of the
recycling trash
giant
cans, so it's
dumpsters
like-
and 2 little tiny trash
It's a
cans.
good thing those college kids don't drink too many beers.
I've never once seen an aluminum can in the trash. It's amazing.
No.
Not a single time.
And in the Dakotas, you just fucking burn it.
Fuck yeah, bud.
Oh, speaking of that, we're doing that Dakota job, that South Dakota. You trying to go on that, Thor?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I just talked to that lady today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What days is it?
I want to say it's like the 25th or something. I think it loads on like the 23rd, but it doesn't go till like the 25th.
Okay.
Something like that. But yeah, she called me because she's like, yeah, my husband's all concerned because the floors might not be finished, and I was wondering if there was anything we could do if you guys show up and it's not done. And I was like,
Get that,
we can unload it the next day after we show up, but that's our only option, and it is, I don't have any other answers for you.
Put it in the garage.
But we've moved those people like 3 or 4 times. They're super nice people, and they tip real well. Yeah. It'll be not necessarily an easy job, but won't be hard or stressful.
I don't think he'll let me go unless I'm a driver. JD cornered me and tried to get me to take my drug test again, so I would imagine
Do it.
someday.
How far away is that? It's only
It's like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it's not that far.
5.5 to Rapid City. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need 2 drivers for that.
Okay. I have to be in class though, so we need to have service.
No, you don't.
Well, I guess I don't need to, but I would like to. You should. I paid for it.
That's right.
I did just play Siege through class yesterday, so I can't really
Are you doing?
say much.
They all online?
Yeah, I'm only in that one class, my last one, and
It's all online?
Yeah. It's just an online lecture. So I hop in, I'm always the first one to get class started, don't turn my camera on, say hi to the teacher, and then just mute.
And don't pay
And
attention.
then don't pay attention.
Yeah. That's called experience.
Exactly.
That's how you know you're an adult.
Multitasking. Not gonna let class get in the way of my free time.
That's right. You tell them.
Hey, can I hit that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of dying.
Oh.
It's really struggling.
I'm gonna try.
But you can rip it for a while.
Just for the camera or microphone.
For the camera. We'll get cameras in here too. I do want to do the poker night. We'll get that going. I'm trying to look at the schedule to even remind myself what we've done this week.
That's kind of what I was doing earlier. I mean, the only other super notable thing was the goddamn rat's nest Hoarder's pile of shit that me, Nick, and Boot went to yesterday.
That's the one you were talking about last night.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
that
Yeah.
place is disgusting.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. I was happy I woke up this morning and didn't feel any different, put it that way.
We moved a bunch of rat turds the day before, didn't we?
Oh, no. Like, you saw me thinking that was bad. It
Yeah.
was, like,
That place was
exponentially
worse,
worse.
Haunted virus takes a week or so to really set in. So
yeah.
some time.
Luckily, we didn't really have to move anything there so much. We were dropping stuff off there, which was nice. She was trying to get us to move around piles of trash for her, and we were like, nah, go fuck yourself, lady. But, because, yeah, the one, I got our custody pretty good with the, it was my being professional without totally being professional. But we ended up wearing masks in there, and we came out, and she was like, oh, did she ask you to wear masks in there? And I was like, nope.
Nope.
She's like, well, you weren't wearing them at my house, were you? And I was like, nope.
No way.
She's like, well, I haven't been in there, so I don't know. And it's like, you should probably go look, because it's
Give it a smell.
it's a goddamn horror show. Like, no one should be living in those conditions, period.
When Boot asked for a mask because he
That's-
wants to wear one, you
that's
should probably
crazy.
know how bad that might have
Gotta
been.
wear that mask. Was it for like, did a company hire us for the move, or
Nope.
was it just
It was
there?
some lady, she, like, we loaded up at her, be kind of more like a townhome or something. That was the other thing that was just kind of weird with it. It made it sound like on the contract and the schedule that it was mostly a shuffle and not a move, but it was like a couch and a chair went to the carport or whatever. It said like most stuff going to the carport, but that was complete bullshit. And then it was like 2 desks, a full bedroom set, like dresser, nightstand, bed, all that kind of stuff, and then like a china cabinet and something else. We're all going to like her coworker's house or something. So we loaded that all up and went to leave, and then she was like, yeah, I'll meet you right over there. And we go stop at this other house, and we're there for like 20 minutes. And like, chick's not there. We were like, fuck, did we just get boned? And she's just like gonna ditch us and not pay, and we're just gonna have to figure it out. And then we like went to go try and wander inside, and this crazy old lady starts wandering up the stairs and is like, yeah, are you here to drop off the stuff? And we were like, yeah. It's like, is Pam here? And she's like, well, Pam's not coming. Like, it's just, I'll show you where to put the stuff. And we walked in there and we're just like, oh my god.
That bad.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is where the shit's going.
that
And then
bad.
yeah, finally the other chick showed up and just like stood in her driveway the entire time. Didn't go inside once. It was super weird.
Classic custody.
Yeah, that shit.
Very bizarre.
The
Yeah,
rage has passed. I feel better.
you calm down. All right,
Yeah.
we'll get closer to today then,
Yeah.
so Sean can start.
I guess it's Rich's turn, and this week
I
in
feel a lot
beef.
better,
I'll go off what Kyle was saying when me and Nick did that job the other day, where we took just those few things out of the storage unit that were all covered in rat shit and all that, and it was like a homeless care place, whatever, hired us to move that shit. They definitely didn't need to hire us to move that shit.
No.
There was like a handful of broken pieces of furniture covered in mouse poop.
And he wanted to carry half of it himself.
He did help us out.
He wasn't in good
totally.
physical shape, but he wanted to carry everything that, we had on that truck.
Yeah, he did it. He carried one of those nightstands up by himself.
And I knew how heavy it was because I had picked it up earlier, and I was just like, all right, I didn't think he'd have that in you, but all right.
Yeah, good on him. He helped us out. If that job was any bigger, we shouldn't have done it, but I just kind of pushed over the ottoman and just hit it on the ground until all the gross shit came off of it. It's like, we're not wrapping that with our pads. It's too gross.
I would love to tell a customer that. Like, so unfortunately, we can't provide any protection for this because it's too gross for our pads that haven't been washed in 10 years.
These
Well, I
pads have,
respect the pads more than I respect
Yeah.
any customer's furniture.
those pads have hundreds of people's worth of dust on them.
Yeah.
Is that why the old ones are heavier?
Yeah.
It's the saturation factor.
It's all the dust cells.
You got to think of how many dead people are on those pads.
Total.
The answer is a lot. But
So pads be a good place to steal some DNA.
Yeah.
Cover
Well-
up a crab scene. People does.
When was the last time you guys got sick?
It's been a minute for
it's
me.
been a good year.
I didn't even get the
year or
whoop
two.
flu after the festival.
No whoop flu?
I'm still surprised.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
It's just breathing all that dust in all the time.
Yes. My immune system is constantly in stress.
Wait, we got banned for saying this last time.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
COVID's real.
Again, yeah. The whoop flu's real too. It's when you start sneezing and you go.
All of a sudden your fingertips are glowing. Oh my god.
Shitty
Nick, have
superpowers.
you been sick since you started working here?
I don't think so. No. Nothing like anything like to report or,
It's an unofficial theory that because we eat everyone's skin cells and breathe in mouse poop and all that stuff, that you just don't get sick.
That we
your immune
don't get
system's
sick
insane.
because of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
My body's just so ready to fight things.
Like,
So
Because it gets
Hunger.
thrown new,
Yeah.
stuff
A
all the
virus
time.
shows up and it has to push liquor and rat shit out of the way to make it to your immune system.
I picture my white blood cells like fighting ours. Just like,
yeah.
Waste.
Yeah, I was going to say it's more like us going to that lady's house yesterday. They're like, "Damn, you live in here? Fuck that! No way."
fuck off.
I'm
Anything
making you
lives in
sick.
here?
Fuck
What?
How are you alive?
The carpet in that place was
Oh my
impressive,
God.
though, huh? Like how worn down
like-
it was.
Every 2 feet, there was like a wear all the way through to the grass.
When Kyle showed me the pictures, I'm like, oh, is this like a farmhouse?
No, I was thinking they had about
right by
like
the mall.
a solid
Middle of town.
4 to 5 sheepdogs just died all on that carpet and were just spread out like, and left to just rot.
Oh,
That's the best I could explain it. There's corners of like the rooms and it's
Yeah.
like, the fuck went on here? Like, what even makes it look like that? Like,
I wish I had more time to get better pictures.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the pictures quite do it justice of just how bad it was. But
yeah.
man,
See some fucked up shit.
yeah.
Speaking of fucked up shit, dog, want to bust out that granite story?
Oh, dude, I was a help crew on that. That's you, bud. I was in the aftermath.
Was that this week?
Yeah.
That was like Monday?
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
I think
it
we
was
had
Tuesday or Wednesday because I wasn't working that day.
Yeah.
It would have had to be Tuesday. You don't work Wednesdays.
I'll let Old Dare tell the story whenever we see Old Dare next. But we had like a 600-pound piece of granite and then 2 extra surprise pieces of granite, too.
Ooh, surprise rocks.
Had some salty boys on my crew that day.
He had the best crew in the world. Dare, Kalen, and Josh.
Oh man,
Strong solid.
Just gotta move all them rocks with them boys.
Super productive day, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Me and James showed up to help, and the second they opened up the back of the truck, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then, yeah, the whole time I was basically like, what the fuck? That lady too. No, that one doesn't go in there. This is the small one. Yeah. Small one's supposed to go into black shelves? Yeah.
Dot.
Jesus.
We also moved a radiator from 1874.
All the solid metal ones.
Yeah, it was like cast iron, and the bottom. Well, actually, so it wasn't even a radiator. I was wrong. It's fuck, what they call it? It's not a baker's rack. It's some shit I hadn't heard before, but it was custom made by his like great grandpa. I'll think of it later. It's not a pie safe. It's not
Like a Hoosier.
It's not a Hoosier. It's not a Hosier.
Is it the one that's like a kitchen? Or no, you said it was like a radiator.
Yeah, I'd have to maybe check the paperwork because I wrote down what they said it was.
Okay.
But it's like a radiator's on the bottom, but it's solid cast iron, but it just warms your pies. It's like a pie warmer.
Okay.
But I'm going to say collectively it was like 350 pounds. It was actually pretty ornate too. It was cool, but
Yeah.
not fun to get deep on.
Pie safes cool your pies.
Yeah, pie safes cool your pies.
Aerate them.
Yep. Baker's racks do the same.
Yeah.
You just set your goods on there.
Yeah. I think baker's rack is more of a style. Like how it folds up.
Mhm.
I think that's what defines the baker's rack. But it is the same thing where you bake something and set it on the rack.
Got it.
It's so it doesn't like fill up your house while you're not baking.
Okay.
But
That checks out.
yeah. So every time you see the old cartoons where they set the pie on the windowsill and like someone comes up because the smell is coming off of it, it's a lie. There's 2 pieces of furniture for that.
I ate shit today.
You eat shit.
I did, yeah. Me and Trey were carrying this big ass piece of a sectional out the front door, and I could have sworn there was only one step. There was multiple.
Were you halfway through the load?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been surprised that my ankle was not in a lot of pain, so I just felt it roll and just collapse under me, and I just had to get up from like my ankle pressure.
Still holding that couch.
Still holding the couch, yeah. Didn't drop it.
Never dropped
Didn't
it.
hit anyone else. No, I didn't drop it. Well, I dropped it on myself.
How many stairs did you forget about?
Just one. But I tried to take
50%.
Well, okay.
I was gonna say, like, did you forget about 3 whole steps or something, and that's why you went down?
So what happened is I thought it was just going to be one step. The audience won't be able to see my gesticulations, but I thought it was just going to be one step. So I tried to take like a big one to, I don't know, it's something I did, and then there was a whole other step there. So yeah, I just went like completely down. I think like my heel caught the step, and like flipped under me, and I just landed on it.
That's kind of what I did with those boxes that one day, but
Yeah.
just kind of slid down right in front of the customers too. Classic.
Oh yeah, Custom
I got
Summon
to
do this too.
Watch a classic Jable being Jable today too. That was pretty good. He was dying, he was trying to back me down this alley in Denver, and there were like those big concrete poles coming out of the ground. So he hits his elbow on one of them when he's trying to back me up, and it's like, ooh, and then like moves the wrong way and just backs directly into the next one in the center of his back, and I was just like, come on, dude.
Gotta look around, man.
That guy has the worst spatial awareness of anyone. It's insane.
The only accident I've ever seen happen in one of the trucks was Sprout in Denver, and Jable backed Jake directly into one of those yellow poles.
Nice.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, you're right. I didn't watch it happen or anything.
No, no, of course not. I've seen that happen a few times over my years. But
It was the hindrances first day with him too. It was one of the funniest ones. Like that was what cemented Jable's inability to have spatial awareness. With the lady that we had to pack and unpack in the old folks' home, and she had a bunch of stuff behind her door, so it was always like cracked like 12 degrees or something. And literally every single thing that we took out of the room the first time until we got enough shit out of the way to actually pull that stuff out from behind there, he ran into the door handle with his wrist. Just, it's like
every time.
8 times in a row. It's like, bro, how have you not figured that out?
Oh man, I guess I'm gonna complain about Brad because he's not here, and that's a great time to do it. And it's absolutely not his fault, but he is a real son of a bitch. That is true. When me and Sean did that pod load the other day, and it's at the fucking places off the states like Iowa, Illinois.
Oh, fuck those people.
That one,
I was
the
so
lady. But they're like a bunch of townhomes. There's like 10, 12 units in a row. And we were in Unit 108 off of Iowa, and I was like, all right, so this pod's going to be all the way at the end of the strip, and we're going to have to walk the whole fucking way because it's 108, and it's in the middle of the fucking thing. And Brad's like, nah, she said that they're going to get the pod right out front. It's going to be like a 15-foot walk down a flight of stairs, and it'll be all good. Fucking show up. Pod's all the way on the end of the unit. Fucking 100-yard walk. What'd you say? We walked 4 miles in like
5
miles in
5 miles
3
in
hours,
2.5
something
hours.
like that. Carrying.
I
shit
counted
and
the
stuff.
steps from the bottom of the stairs to the pod. It's 102.
Yeah.
I was very upset that I counted those steps. When I got to like 75, I was like, why the fuck did I do this?
But you already went down a flight of stairs
yep.
from upstairs and then down a
Mhm.
flight of stairs because that's how the front yard works. And then you have to walk 102 steps to get to the pod. It's not Brad's fault, but I'm going to keep complaining and blame him. Yeah, it is definitely his fault.
It's like the, what's his face, Samwise disease, where you count all your steps. And you're like, if I take one more step, it'll be the farthest I've moved with this piece of furniture.
It has to be so far, though. But yeah, she had that stone table, too. That thing was fucking
Fuck
terrible.
that, dude. That sucked.
I was thinking about that later. I hope that stone doesn't break because we did set a really heavy couch on top of it.
Yep, we
but,
did.
there's nothing we could have done, really.
Nope.
I got a picture of that pack, too.
At that point, you just say it was the pod movers.
Yeah, definitely. They broke that shit.
100%.
You see how they put that shit sideways and everything, right? They just fucking...
Yeah, she was concerned about her Peloton on top of that leather couch. It's like, how about you get some more pads?
Mm-hmm. That's very true. It's very true. Why don't you just ride a bike?
Yeah, why don't you go outside and exercise?
Because you guys love to have those videos where you're fucking going on a trail and everything. Just go on a fucking trail. Like,
It's just like the Simpsons joke where Bart doesn't want to do gardening and then he goes to the fair and they have virtual gardening. He goes and does that instead.
What season you on?
So I've watched 32 seasons of The Simpsons.
Since when?
Since probably like 8 months ago.
8 months ago.
Yeah, and like I don't sit down and watch every single episode. I play video games and like edit the podcast and stuff. Like if I'm doing the video portion, I could put The Simpsons on in the background and not pay too much attention and stuff. But yeah, it's been a lot.
That's a lot.
It's
That's a
fucking
lot of
hilarious.
content. Yeah.
That shit's so funny.
That's
That
good
is a
stuff.
cultural show.
Mm-hmm.
Like it changes through time and it reflects our culture and it's great. It's hilarious.
It's almost Treehouse of Horror season, huh?
I think the newest one just came out last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Those are always a good time.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to garbage.
Whatever. I don't know what you guys been watching. We'll do a little media portion.
I finished Squid Game. That's popular in the memes right now. Pretty good show though.
Mm.
It's, my advice I told Bennett earlier is go easy on the edibles for episode 4. I was a little emotional. I had to stop and play Back 4 Blood. Kill some people to not be upset.
Are you,
Tears in your eyes.
are you talking
That was
the
kinda
Marbles episode?
Huh?
Marbles
Yeah,
episode?
the Marbles one.
I think that's 6.
Oh, that's 6.
I'm pretty sure.
How many episodes are there?
Like 9.
That's not too many. Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected more.
Some of them are like 50 minutes. Some of them are like 30.
That's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
That's you do however many episodes you want, and you do them as long as you want. You finish that story, you end the fucking episode.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's good though. I enjoyed it.
yeah, I hear good things. I'll get around to watching that.
Apparently, don't watch it with the dub though. I just started in Korean with subtitles, and apparently the dub is very terrible.
Yeah.
you guys, you newbies are all in the sub versus dub debate now.
Oh, it's not a debate. I always watch subbed.
Sub is better. Generally speaking.
Well,
sub
in
is
anime, I don't care as much, but real people, I want to watch subs.
I watch a lot of anime. That's a big thing that happens. People are like, so subs up. Now dubs is just taking out subs. Like, shut the fuck up.
I don't think it matters as much in anime. Shit doesn't like really match up to my mouths anyway.
It's mostly where you start. If you start subbed, you want to keep doing sub. If you try to switch voices halfway through, shit it's unacceptable.
That's why I stopped watching Attack on Titan, because I watched like the first 2 seasons dubbed, and then season 3 started, and I'm like, I have no idea who the fuck is who, like by their voice at all right now. I barely knew their names to begin with, and now I really don't know.
Aaron, Mikasa, come on.
I've also noticed I really kind
Levi,
of don't learn
let's
characters' names in movies. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you a single character in Squid Game or like other movies, like not a single name. I just
But you know
like, oh, it's
Channing
that guy
Tatum
and
was
that guy.
in Fast.
Channing Tatum was in Fast and Furious. It's the last thing I saw before I drifted into an anxiety-induced coma.
I think half of us did fall asleep like watching that movie though, because I definitely got way too high, spilled my popcorn, then fell asleep.
There wasn't a whole lot of substance from what I saw.
No.
It's the Fast and Furious. I got the Fast and I got the Furious. I mean,
It was all there.
Yeah.
You had your clipboard with 2 boxes.
Yep.
And you checked them both.
oh, yep, that's Fast. Yep, that's Furious.
Nailed it.
All right. Yep, there we go. That's cars, all right. Mm-hmm. Here it goes. You push.
Anybody else want to talk about what they've been watching, or?
I'm with Thorzy. I fucked up Squid Game, man.
Yeah.
I watched that almost through its entirety. I got hooked into it. It's worth the watch for anyone
Oh, you
listening.
haven't finished it yet?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah. Here, Cowboy Bebop's gonna get on Netflix. That's a big deal for the weebs like Sean.
Once again, that's some good old anime right there.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop kicks ass.
Apparently, it's super good. So
Yeah.
I'll check some of that out.
Watch it. It's pretty
Rurouni
short.
Kenshin's pretty good. That's an old.
Rurouni Kenshin,
Yes,
3 seasons,
sir.
bro.
Uh-huh.
Have you watched the live action movie?
I have not. Have not seen it.
Have you watched the weird condensed movie version cartoon?
Oh, probably. I watched like all the Inuyasha. I've seen like all the anime movies, bro.
Yeah.
Like seen all the Naruto ones, the Boruto ones, all of them.
Yeah.
That My Hero Academia just finished season 5 of that. Great! Next season's gonna be awesome.
I heard good things about it.
It's gonna be so good, dude. I'm all caught up on the manga and everything too. Like
Ooh.
some real shit's about to go off next season.
So manga's not hentai? I thought that was the same thing.
I
No.
think it's just the written version.
Hentai is a version of manga.
That's dirtier.
Yeah.
Like tentacle porn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. There's probably a special word for tentacle porn, even.
That's
Probably.
In Tentacle Kun.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on series or anything, but I've been trying to watch a lot more movies again. And most recent one that I would recommend is watching Malignant. It was pretty out there. Definitely not what I was expecting.
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
It's a new James Wan movie. It's still in theaters, I think, technically, but it was on HBO Max up until last week. So
I think that's where I saw it and then didn't watch it.
it was good.
Should have watched it.
Yeah.
You're
What's it
catching
about?
Venom in like 2 hours, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna go see the new Venom and Carnage.
Nice.
Eddie Brock, Cletus Cassidy, let's
Give you an update on
go.
that next week.
Yeah, I didn't see the first one, but
Really?
I'll watch it eventually.
The symbiotes are great.
Yep.
I know all about them.
That was-
I read
that was
comic
just-
books.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire is the only symbiote out there.
Nah.
Nah.
With laws.
That was the first one too. I was just talking to Thor about that earlier. The main doctor chick in that is John Ralphio's sister from Parks and Rec. So it just kills me the whole time because all I can think of is she's the worst. And I just expect her to just be like, money please. But yeah.
I watched Defendor. It's a Woody Harrelson movie, which was better than I thought, but still underwhelming. He plays a mentally handicapped adult who partners up with a crack whore to take down Russian mob syndicate.
That sounds pretty fucking badass. What do you mean?
Hold on,
It was entertaining for sure.
What
Yeah,
a
he just-
synopsis.
he thinks
Yeah.
he's invincible. And
I'm
Like, I'm in,
bro.
dude. Like,
his,
what?
like, his main weapon is marbles. He'll just like get into a confrontation and say some comic book line and then just fucking throw marbles at people. Just whip out guns and shoot at him.
Nice.
Sweet.
He does take like 5 MP5 rounds to the chest.
Why would you say that?
He's
You're not gonna watch
superhuman,
it.
man.
I was hooked. I'm not going to.
That's the craziest plot I've ever heard.
I mean, it's okay.
It's on Netflix?
I think so. Yeah, that or Amazon.
No, it's
That's
fucking-
what I watched it on.
You asshole.
But it's What?
You're an asshole, bro.
I
I
know.
was gonna check it out.
Yeah, dude, check it out. I would still watch it. It's pretty good. It's
Yeah,
just
dude, check it out. Don't worry. You
the
know,
crack
The
whore's
guy
like a
just gets
famous
shot 5
actress.
times in the chest. You're all good, bro.
The
You
crack
think
whore
of
is
it.
a famous actress.
He is. I don't even know her name in the movie. I don't know his name in the movie. But just like throughout the whole movie, she's just smoking crack and telling him to do things and then stealing his money to buy more crack. And
That's how you know
the
you've
movie.
made it, when you're at the level where you can get cast as a crack whore. Definitely the best actress left.
She's been in things. I don't know like what though.
Our guy today had
Crack dance.
definitely imbibed in crack cocaine for a few years at least.
Did he ask either of you if you smoke cigarettes or smoked in general?
No.
I probably look too husky. He's like, that guy doesn't smoke crack.
Well, he just asked me if I smoked in general, and I knew he had said that he'd taken a smoke break before he had we had gotten there to the storage unit, and I figured he's trying to like bum a cig or something.
Sure.
If I said I did, so I was like, well, I don't smoke cigarettes is like word for word what I said, and he looks at me and he goes, right on, man. He was just like, he's like, that's very delicately put. I like the way you said that, and tried to like come up for like a knuckle touch on it, and I was like, the
Go
fuck?
load your fucking trailer, you dick.
Yeah, like,
Open
jeez,
top,
like,
no side trailer.
yeah, like he got out of the bed of his truck to come like knock me up for like me saying that, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dog. Oh.
King of the Hill meme. So it's like, you guys smoke? It's like, not cigarettes. Oh, they're hippies. Let's get out.
Yeah.
Nick, you thought it was so funny when I was loading up those boxes and he comes up, dude, you're gonna hate me, man. I just literally have a box. I literally just
Sean was ready to explode before you already have to
just
know.
turned to the side very slow. They were holding the box and looked at him. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to take all those off. And I was literally just standing there staring in his eyes with my sunglasses on, just holding the box, just like
Yeah. Yeah, we had a bunch
for like
of
a good
boxes
20
on there.
seconds. I just stood there, didn't say a word, and just stared at him and turned around, put the box down, looked at him again, just kept taking the boxes off.
Oh man, you were heated before you went out there.
Yeah, that was the best
I was
part.
doing. I started to feel so much better.
Yeah, you really.
And then what it fucking was when he's like, dude, yeah, you gotta take all that off.
You
And I
gotta
was
take
like,
everything off that you've already put on this trailer.
that's what it was. That's literally what I was like. All right, dude. All right.
That's why I rock this cap nowadays. Got salt?
Salt life, dude.
Salt life, yeah.
It was.
Yeah, that's the one you got on the job, right?
From Winehouse.
Yeah. Oh, it was Winehouse's
Fuming.
hat. Oh boy.
That was another, I think you helped out for, we already mentioned them, but Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah, we had a whole day
Yes,
about
sir.
that.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I can't eat.
That's the I hate fish guy.
Yeah, the fish guy.
I'd love to like spend 10 minutes today on fish too, but I'd like Eric to be here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has some strong opinions about fish and Grateful
Yeah, I
Dead.
almost felt bad talking about that Hoarder lady's house without him here. I told him I was going to have him call in
call
from the
in.
air show, but
He was pissed about it. He literally, he said it was the worst place he's ever been to.
dude, I don't know if I would agree with that still, but at the same
Well,
time,
he
it
was in that
fucking
mood
bad.
where he was saying it, so.
Yeah.
But me and
Well,
Ralph
dude,
did
it's
do
that
something pretty American today. Pretty
yeah?
goddamn American. I'm driving down towards Loveland in a moving truck, watching the Blue Angels blasting America! Fuck yeah! It was real. It felt real American. I was like, land of the home, whatever it is. Land of the free, home of the brave. There we go. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't smoke weed.
Oh, that was
Land of the home, free of the brave.
That's what I wanted to say, but when I said that, I was like, that's not right. That's not right.
Dude, we had
That must be
a
a
great
t-shirt.
view of the Blue Angels. Blue Angels.
Yeah, you got a good video. I was looking at that when they did the triple loop. There were three of them.
I was trying to do that.
They
Dude, we
were
missed
getting
the
so much
best
closer.
one.
We missed all the good ones.
Oh,
But like,
You were
yeah, we
seeing
had
the
like
actual
flybys
air
where you
show?
could
Yeah.
see
Was
the
it
other
taking
side of the
place?
plane.
Yeah.
Super easy.
That happened at Boone.
Where were you?
2 days ago.
Right next to the air show.
That was that shit.
In Loveland?
Yeah, we were literally right next to the strip at the air show.
That was
Me
kind
and
of tight,
Jabel
man.
got to watch quite a bit of it from the highway on the drive back.
I was trying to find Boot out there.
I
I was
watched
like,
them practicing around my house.
I was
the
looking for the
other
guy
day.
that's just walking out there. I was like, oh, that's him. Yep, that's
What
him.
a country, man. Why do they do that? Oh, because.
That's America.
Look at it, man.
It was sick, yeah.
What else are we gonna spend our time?
That's why I pay taxes right there, so I can see that.
Did you see
Fuck
that plane
yeah.
stall out and then go 400 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's just burning high octane fuel as fast as it can.
Loved it. Need more of that in my life.
The only
man.
reaction you could have is wee.
Yeah, what we were doing. It's real American. I just felt real American, just standing in the back of a
It's a sense of dumb
moving
pride.
moving truck after we took everything out. Just yeah, America. This
I don't
is
know
what-
why, but it
this is
feels
America.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
We had like a collective nod of appreciation
Yeah.
with our 90-year-old customer.
Yeah. You smell that, boys? That's freedom, all right? You got freedom in the air.
It just makes me want to crush this keystone in front of me, man.
It really
I
does.
love this country.
I fucking love this country. Just slamming this beer for this country. This is for America right here, boys.
I'm glad we're all equally brainwashed.
America.
I did see a lot of really husky people on their rascal scooters with their little American flags.
Yeah, they have one dangling off the back. That's the big one.
It's the first time I've been out of the house in 3 years.
Worth it.
I'm out here on Centennial, seeing this.
I think one of the
This
saddest
sun,
things.
watching
I saw
these
today
Blues
was-
Angels go up in the airs. They're aeroplanes. Mm-hmm.
One of the saddest things I saw today was there was a bunch of people on the other side of the highway that just pulled off and like parked. And we're all sitting in their like chairs with their binoculars and shit. And there's one dude it was just him on his like pink patio chair with his binoculars sitting outside of his PT Cruiser by himself. It's just like, man.
Nice.
Sorry.
I'm
This
sorry.
brightens your day. So everything else looks like it's not going to.
Oh, poor
That's
guy.
why
It's the highlight of the
I know today you're in that zone of like, fuck, you're mad, but it's like, we had a dank almond cetus meal.
Dog, that shit was
Fantastic.
so good.
You had a what meal?
We got some good ass breakfast after we crushed that first shot. I mean, the whole day was really good until I remembered, oh wait, there's not a fucking phone number to call this guy, and on the notes it says, he'll call you other way, so you'll have his number. What? He's coming from Trinidad, bro.
Yeah, I talked to that guy real briefly, and it was a rough conversation.
I saw you
Yeah, I
immediately
saw
when
your
you answered, you were
face, yeah.
like, I was really like, fuck yeah!
Trying to take the headset off and you just couldn't. Like, he was still talking to you.
Dude, I do that all the time when I'm in the office, or like even when I'm talking to people. You guys have seen me, like the office guys calling me. I'll pull the phone away from my head and I'll just look at you guys for a couple seconds, and then I'll bring it back and I'll go, yeah, that's about right, yeah, yeah. You can't see me, but I
Getting
have
James's
the
last job? Okay, that's right on.
Just to clarify, Sean, in the notes with the how exactly was that spelled?
It's like
There's a dot, dot, dot.
A-U-H-H-H dot. So wait. And then again, our first custody, we literally show up there, fucking ring the doorbell. These old people literally wake up in their pajamas and like, you're the movers. Yeah, we're gonna move your stuff. Thought you were coming tomorrow.
Nope.
We're here, so
We're out.
Sounds like we're moving you today.
yeah.
I haven't gotten to walk a job in a while. It's about
I've
time.
never walked a job.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Never? Not a one?
Never walked one. I've done every single job I've gone to go do.
What, you mean
Every
like, dip
single one.
No, it's
Show
just,
up and say no.
yeah,
Yep.
just you show up, they're not packed, or it's
No.
just
Oh, you just say, I'm not
I
doing
packed
this,
them.
fuck that.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
I've never
packed
done that either.
I guess I've only walked tackle one with Rao and Trey. Is that the
Tanner.
Tanner?
Yeah.
Clawfoot tubs and farm equipment in a field.
Oh, yeah.
What?
And we didn't fully say no. We still took some bullshit.
We did.
So, you know.
Filled up that storage unit too. Shit.
Yeah, I think the last one I did was me and House were moving like one apartment to an apartment like 2 doors down, and it was just so disgusting that like House couldn't deal with it. Like his
Asthma.
sinuses and asthma just crushed him, and I was like, all right. We moved the washer and dryer, and I said, all right, we're leaving. And she's like, I'm not paying you, and it's like, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're
See
leaving.
yeah.
You
What am I
see,
gonna
you
do
see that
about
man
this?
right there?
Oh.
He's about to die.
Yeah. We need to like open windows and stuff.
Yep.
I can open all these windows. Well, I don't know. That dirty cat box full of books sure does convince me otherwise. But her son was there, and he's like, "You guys can just go. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And then I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, it's fucked up.
Yep. And that job that like me and Derek went on like a week or two ago. I don't think we ever talked about it, but like literally walking there, lady has 4 cats.
I'll send you and Dare there.
Oh, and you're
And we both forgot to take our allergy meds that day. The second we walked in, we're like, I smell cats. I see cats. Oh, there's hair on everything. Derek, we're gonna die. Cut to like 15 minutes later, we're both like, we're both dying, and like the custody's even like, are you guys okay? And we're both like, we're both really allergic to cats. And she's like, oh my God, why'd they send you? I don't know.
Yeah, I fucking love that answer.
Like, and then we told the office and everything not to put us on it. And then I think she called and was like, hey, those guys did really good, but you shouldn't send them again. They were bad. They were literally, we were in the truck talking to Adam, but we were both like barely able to talk. And I'm just like, just like can't breathe. Like it was terrible. Trying to smoke a cigarette. Couldn't smoke it, like, dude.
Smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm trying to breathe. I need a
I
cig.
can't breathe. Let me stop my breathing.
Yeah. So I thought, I was like, well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die doing what I love.
Like we were talking about earlier, those
Playing and smoking
histamines.
cigarettes.
The histamines have to get past the cigarette smoke through the dabs to actually make it into your lungs.
Yes, sir.
And into your throat.
Gotta make it work for it.
Yeah, it's gonna take me down. You better work for it. This is one of the hardest working livers and lungs in the universe, bro.
They did put on the schedule, don't put you and Derek on that
Yep.
job, though. That did happen.
100%, because we were legitimately dying. It was not good. It was very bad.
Oh, how about that old ass fucking cat today, Nick? That was just sleeping in the bed as we were just
Oh,
moving
the
shit
one that
around
just
it.
didn't give a fuck about people.
He
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck what we were doing. He was
And-
like passed out in a bed. We're dollying huge ass boxes next to him. He's like, I don't care.
And it was bigger than that dog too, which really bothered me. That little dog was a piece of junk, dude. I want to punt that thing farther than a football. That
Nicholas language.
dude, that little dog. It was
Keep
like
it PC, dude.
Man, fuck that dog,
It was a very worthless little animal.
dude. Like, put that thing out of its misery. It was shaking the whole time, even when it was like sitting like in a spot far away from
So
me.
like all of Derek's dogs.
Yeah.
It was smaller though. Like I've seen
was
Derek's
even
dogs.
smaller
It was
than that,
even smaller. It was like, why is this thing living?
That dog would try to
What
jump
the
on the
fuck?
couch and just smash into the side of it. Like trying to get on the couch. We eventually got a staircase, like a little dog staircase out of the truck. And the customer's like, oh, he'll be so happy to see this. And they set it down. The dog runs up onto the couch like, hi, I'm on the couch now. Instead of smashing my face into the side of it.
That dog, it was just in the way today, I guess, too much. That's probably another reason why I got frustrated, because I almost stepped on it like 3 times,
so
going
many
backwards
I've
with the
straight up
dresser. And
stepped
they're
on
like, oh,
custom
watch out for
dogs.
that dog behind you. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? There's a
Customers,
dog.
put your dogs away, even
Yeah.
if they're good boas.
Like, I will step on your
But
dog.
then take them
like,
out right as we're done.
100%.
Yeah, yeah, I want to give them a pet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
walk through and the whatever, finishing off the job. Let them out so we can pet them. But
There's
yes,
an
in
end
between.
walkthrough, yeah.
I don't think we ever mentioned this on the podcast, but I don't remember who was on that job with me. I know it was me. I think it was me. I know Trayvon was there. I think it was Max and like Derek, and there was someone else there. I can't recall who. We were all on this job, and the customers took off to go like run some errands while we were doing stuff, and they put the dogs in the backyard. Do you remember this?
I was there.
Put the
Yeah.
dogs in the backyard, and the custody said specifically, "Hey, if there's anything that needs to go in the backyard, just leave it in the garage for now. When we come back, you can put it back there because the dogs will get out." Oh yeah, cool. Cut to 5 minutes later. Dogs come flying out of the house, and we're like, "What the fuck? How did these get out?" Then we just see Trey just going,
Yeah.
"Oh, dude,
Yeah.
come back, buddy, Trey!" I'm just like, "Damn it! Gotta go get some dogs now." We go like collect the dogs and do all that stuff, and we're like, "All right, Trey, don't go in the back again. Don't open the door." All right. Cut to 20 minutes later. We're coming running in the house, and we're like, "Trey, what are you doing? Man, I just have to pet them. They look so sad out there." I was like, about to go run down some dogs again, bro.
Derek was super salty about that, I remember too, because he was one of the first ones to run out after the dogs to go chase him. And I kind of like was like a little bit behind him, like kind of like, yeah, I'll help that out, whatever. Gotta like get these dogs back in the house. And he's like, the closer he tries to get to this dog, it's like facing him, looking at him, but like it keeps like moving back the closer he tries to get to it or whatever. And like he's trying to call it, come on, come here, buddy, whatever, and like it's just totally like afraid of him or whatever. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm probably like 15, 20 yards behind Eric at that point. And I just get down, like, real low to the ground, start slapping, like, the ground, like, come here, buddy. And he just literally runs right up to me, and I just grab him by the collar. And Derek's looking at me like, the fuck? That dog's racist. Yeah, he's like, that's a racist-ass dog. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, yep, I don't know, man. Just doesn't like you.
It was so funny though. Like we straight up banned Trey from like going in the back. Like, we're like, so if he goes inside, someone go with him. Like he's gonna open that door again because I kept seeing him walk over to the door and look at the dogs. I was like, Trey, I know you love dogs, but like, you open that fucking door again.
You need to put a leash on that guy. Keep going in the backyard. Someone stop him.
That pug from the Scientology guy. He wasn't always in the way, but he would bark a lot, and I was like, I just want to fucking kick this dog.
Yeah.
I never think about kicking a dog, but
I did today, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
when they're that small, you're like, how far could I punt this little thing?
I've definitely
Yes.
thought
Could
about
I kick that 40 yards?
Yeah.
Like, I probably could.
that. I definitely think I could.
When your dog is
think I could
smaller
kick
than
a
the
football
average
40
cat,
Yeah, it's not true.
when your dog is smaller than the average cat, I mean, like, that's just too far for me, personally. I mean,
Too
like,
small.
that's
What
too
if we,
small.
like,
That's too small.
weigh a small dog, let's figure out the exact weight, then we just go out buy a hunk of meat that weighs that much. We see if we can punt that meat that far, you know what I mean?
I don't know if
I want to be offended right now. I'm trying to find holes in the story here.
Until you pick a bone.
No, that's when you
Don't
get the
put
boneless,
dogs.
that's when you get the boneless roast,
Like
you
a
know what I
rump
mean?
around,
Yeah, you go
Well,
get
you
like a
need the
pork
bones.
shoulder.
They gotta
Or a
absorb
pork
some
shoulder,
force
yeah.
and like spring. I picture the ribs like cave in a little bit and then they'll push back. And I'll,
Oh, I
transfer
forgot about the
force.
ribs. Well, we could just make a dog like thing. We have
make
there's
a dog
all
out of
sorts
beef.
of cuts of meats out there. You know what I mean? You just get some some of that cooking string. You know what I mean? Just stitch that bitch up. You know what I mean? Just got like a little fucking hunky dory looking doggy. You know, like fucking Resident Evil, just fucking kind of shit.
And then you're gonna have that like tied up meat dog, and you're gonna put the whole thing into the grill, so it'll be like
Yup.
the whole dog.
Then I'm gonna show people like, Sean, what is that? That's a dog. What? I made a dog.
I made
Why?
it.
I don't know. Well, we were punting it earlier to see if we can how far we can punt a dog, but
What's it made
then
out
someone
of?
called the police on us and they saw us like go try and put together a dog and they were like,
Picturing like pieces of ground beef and blood all over the back.
"No, it's not ground beef. We can use it maybe to fill up the cavity. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
it has
you
some
can
like
pack it
ribs,
in. Uh-huh.
like going around like a couple ribs. You know, put like a little spiny boy out there.
Some of
Like,
that
it's
tripe
like-
I had for
Yeah.
like viscera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd show it to the hindrance. Be like, look, dogs
See,
have
this has ribs
too.
too.
Oh, bro.
Dude, that's stupid
ribs coming
motherfucker.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you're a McRib guy, right?
No.
Oh.
Who's a McRib guy? Who's ever been a
never even
McRib
tried
guy?
I'm just saying,
Somebody
George. I
here's
feel like
a McRib
George
guy.
would be
You
a
know what?
McRib guy.
I would
That-
try
that
it, to
does
be
it.
honest. My dad actually likes it now that I think about it. He said some positive things
I get a
about it.
McRib every time it comes back, and then I don't get another one until it comes back. I go, oh, the McRib is back. I guess I'll try one. Oh, right.
That's an American phrase. The McRib is back.
It's so funny.
It's probably George. I thought you were the McRib guy.
No.
Someone's hyped right now that the McRib's coming back.
Well,
I'm
if
gonna
someone
get
needs to
two for
text George.
$5
Yeah,
because that's the deal, and I'm gonna eat them both, and then I'm never gonna get another one until the next time.
Till they come back. Fuck yeah. The
One day,
McRib is
Bennett,
back.
they're gonna be like, Grandpa, tell us about the McRib. You're
Well,
like,
let me tell
And
you.
you're gonna set it down like, I'll tell you about the McRibs.
It
Straight
wasn't
to the
around
underwhelming.
very often,
yeah.
but when it was.
Yeah.
You
Back
ever
in
had,
my day.
Meat that you don't know what it is, but it's in a shape.
Hopefully vaguely like something, you know?
It kind of looks like ribs, but not really. Like,
You cover that with barbecue sauce, some pickles, some onions. You know, you're good to go.
some sesame seed bun.
It's the long bun too, right? Not like
It is
Yeah.
the long.
Oh, it's
long
the
bun.
long.
It's the
Well,
long
that shows you how
It
much
gets
I
its
get
own
of McRib.
special cardboard container too. Yeah.
Oh.
Just wait until the Monopoly and the McRib line up at the same time. Then it has a
That's
little
chaos.
tiny.
Oh.
That's chaos.
That was
right there.
dangerous. The McDonald's
Do
Monopoly
they still
days.
do that?
They brought it back one time.
On,
It was rigged.
I've heard about
Millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the mob straight up, like the Italian mob had an in to steal all of the $1 million ones, and it was all fraudulent for like years.
Oh, you guys were in it for the $1 million? I was in it for the free medium fry every time.
Hell yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Yo,
That's
dog,
what I was
trying
hoping
to
for
get
every
that
time.
free,
I
fucking
was like, I want the
free
medium
chicken
fry.
sandwich, dog.
Free breakfast sandwich.
Yes, sir. Get a free Sprite. Love me some
You pointed
Sprite.
up for some Sprite.
LeBron.
I think
Hey,
that was
it's a
the same
McDonald's
thing you were doing
Sprite, though.
about
That's
America.
how
Yes, sir. America. Fuck yeah.
Get your free Sprite and watch the Blue Angels.
That's fucking American right there.
Diet Sprite. Excuse you.
No, Sprite's
That's not
bro.
American.
Sprite.
Fuck out
Well,
of
if
here.
you're a real American, you only drink.
Then you only
Diet
drink
soda.
Diet Coke.
What?
Yeah.
Did y'all fuck with Sprite Remix though? Because that was really good.
That shit was good.
Sprite remix.
Sprite Remix.
Never
yeah.
heard of that.
Punch
Was that the
okay.
caffeinated one?
I don't think so.
It was like tropical flavored. or
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I've totally.
It was certainly targeted towards the urban community.
Okay.
They'd be like Sprite Remix.
Isn't Sprite already marketed towards the urban community?
Is it?
It wasn't.
Yeah,
a-
I mean,
it goes
James
good.
up there.
As
Yeah,
much as
it's
the
very
Kia
LeBron James heavy
For real?
Sprite nowadays.
Yeah.
I just figured it tasted good with lean, so
Drake
it
was
wasn't
on
like
there
Sprite's
for a
fault.
while.
Yeah. And they always showed people who were like in rundown homes
I mean,
who
you're
were
not
really
wrong.
sweaty, like, oh, it's too hot and you don't have air conditioning. And then it showed a color man drinking a Sprite. And they're like,
And it was dripping frost.
Yeah. that's was never a white man who couldn't like stay cool during the summer.
See, I
it was
know what
always
it's
the brown
about,
man.
yeah. You know how
who
good
got
Sprite
hot,
goes with
yeah.
Hennessy?
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking now.
I can't remember the last time I had
Like,
Hennessy. It was probably like 18.
it's been a long time,
Yeah.
since I've had it. It's expensive, man.
I had Hennessy like two
Or it is.
Sundays ago. Fucking neighbor was like, guys grilling over there. I was like, yes, sir. You drinking? Since 11.
Want some Henny, bro?
Yeah, he was literally like, man, you want some Hennessy? I was like, fuck yeah. And then his other friend came over, hey, you want a shot of this? Fuck yeah. And then I walked back inside and I was like, that was a terrible idea.
Okay.
Dumb aside, real quick. Sorry.
go ahead.
Speaking of Hennessy, but that was the thing that I thought was super egregious a little while ago. They had an edited version of Chingy's Holiday Inn, and the chorus of it is spill on each other and sip on some hen. But the only thing that they blocked out was hen,
Yeah.
like a scratch over it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like what?
They block out the hand.
Makes
Is it
no
like
sense,
a brand?
but
Like, what is the
apparently-
problem?
It's like it's an abbreviation of something too. It's I just.
Are you
Anyway,
talking about
Blue
slapping
Mountain,
hose?
but,
And,
yeah.
but yeah, we need to end the
Exactly.
podcast anyway. Fuck all you hoes. I'm going to keep saying that now. Yeah, any outros? Any final thoughts? Here we go. Here we
Fuck
go.
all.
Like-
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Fuck all you hoes. That was the outro right there. You just did it.
Or not. Let's fuck you.
Dang. No, we need you.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that bell notification to stay up to date on our like ins and outs to who's it's. You know what I mean?
Engage if you like it. Give a like. If
Get
you
in the
hate it,
comments.
give it a
We
thumbs
get
down.
5 likes. Thor will dye his mustache pink.
Tippy movers.
Get fucked, bastards.